Hi folks, Steve here. I've got another how-to video on how to service your own vehicle. And I had a problem with my air conditioner. It was squealing, and it would squeal every 30 seconds. It would squeal for like half a second every time the compressor would cut in. The vehicle I've got is a 2001 Chev Tahoe V8 5.3, and I thought, well, the belt's old, and I looked at it and it was cracked and it was missing. I don't know if you can see this here. Maybe I'll do that. You can see some kind of notches in the belt. Those notches are acceptable. What you don't want to see, and I think I've got it here too, actually. What you don't want to see is any missing ridges out of. There we go. There's one. Right there, you can see a ridge is missing. You don't want to see any of that, and you definitely don't want to see any cracks in the side of the belt here, or in the back of it, this surface. But if there are cracks in the ridges, that is acceptable, and they do that even after not a lot of use. So anyway, I thought the belts must be no good, so I'll change it. When I went to reduce the tension on the idler pulley, in fact, this does have a separate air conditioning belt because it is the V8. Any of the V6 Chev engines, I don't think they have a separate air conditioning belt. If it's got air conditioning, that main belt that turns the crank, or that the crank turns, power steering, and all of that other stuff, alternator, I think it's all one belt. But where this is the 5.3 V8, it has a second belt. So, this belt has an idler pulley. To release the idler pulley, you take a 3/8 ratchet with no socket on it, and stick it into the end of this right here, and turn it, and this idler pulley is spring-loaded. So, this bracket right here is bolted to, I don't know, I guess the engine, I suppose. I never really looked at what it's bolted to, but to the engine, held by 2 bolts, and there's a spring inside of here, and if you look at the idler pulley bracket, there's a tab here, and there's a tab there, and then there's this ridge. And if that ridge can rotate between those 2 tabs. So you can see right now it's in the fully released position, but if I had 2 hands and I could hold this bracket, I could take this and rotate it like this until this stop hits that little tab right there. So anyway, I put the ratchet in there and turned the whole thing to release the tension on the belt, and the tensioner moved, but once I took the ratchet away, it stayed there. So the tensioner was seized. So I took it off, just the 2 bolts, unbolted those guys, and thought, well, there's definitely a spring in here, and then there's this little shaft that sticks out right there. So what I did was there was a cap on the end of this, and I used a standard screwdriver to drive it into the cap in, like, I think 2 spots, one here and one there, and I pried the cap out, and then I could see the top of it almost looked like a bolt. And this bolt, the head here, it goes all the way through, and this is the other end of it here. So I gripped this I put this bracket in a vise like that, holding just this bracket, and then I pounded that center tab out, and you'll see, this part comes away from this part, and inside of there's a spring. Well, it was all corroded up, so I took it all apart, cleaned the rust off it, and lubed it up, and in fact, the springs seemed to be okay, but it was the interface between this pin, or this bolt-looking type thing, without any threads on it. It was the interface between where that met up with this housing. And I actually had to take some emery cloth and take the corrosion off of that pin to make it so that the pin would rotate freely inside of this housing. So I did that, I greased it all up, I put it all back together, put the cap back in, which I had damaged to get it out, so I just put some RTV silicone on the end of there. So now the spring component, that's done, it's working again, again, I can't demonstrate with one hand, but it's springing freely now. Next thing is, I noticed the vehicle has a little squeal, not a lot, but just almost like a rattle, and I thought, well, maybe this bearing is bad. I've got the bolt loose right now, so it's really floppy, but I spun this, and I could spin it a bit, and I thought I might be able to hear something. If you can hear any noise from a bearing by spinning it by hand, it's going to be noisy when the engine's spinning it at full RPM, or at idle RPM, or even faster. So what you do, I was going to replace the whole thing, and I'm not one for replacing big parts. I'd rather replace just the parts that wear out. So what I've got here, I took this bolt out, And there's this little kind of like a cover washer type thing. And then this comes off. So now you're left with where my thumbnail is, that's where the belt runs on. And then here's the bearing that was inside of that pulley. And I pressed the bearing out. It just tapped out. What I did was I put it like this against a vise. Put it like this, and where my fingers are, I opened the jaws of the vise to be that wide. And of course the bearing's not in the center right now, but it was when I did the job. And then I took a socket, smaller diameter than this, and put it in and just tapped it out. And when I get a new bearing for about $4, well, maybe $10 I guess, I'll press it in using the same method and put it all back together, and I should have a fully functional spring idler pulley with a brand new bearing. It'll be quiet and work great. So hopefully I've helped you understand how you can service your own air conditioning belt and idler pulley. And as always, I think it's great to give technical information back to the internet community. I get a lot from you guys, so this is my contribution back. And as always on any of my videos, I've got quite a number of them now, please leave me a comment if this video has helped you. I don't claim to have scripted videos, and I don't even take a lot of time to edit them or any of that, but hopefully what I've given you here will give you a hand, and I'd love to know if they helped you. Thank you, and have a great day.